Dr. Timothy Marr is an historian and former diplomat. He is one of the very few modern-day practitioners of an ancient Chinese art. No, it's not acupuncture, but you can find out what it is just by staying tuned to What's My Line? And now let's meet this week's panel, Soupy Sales, Dr. Joyce Brothers, Dean Rayburn, Arlene Francis, and the host of What's My Line, Larry Blyden.
Well, here we are, met once again.
Here we are.
That's a very snazzy outfit that you ladies are wearing individually there. They're very evening. Are long dresses really kind of back now? More?
They are on this paddle.
I hate the new length, the mid-calf length. I think it's the ugliest thing ever created by any designer. And furthermore, I'd like to say a few words about the graduated income tax.
Will our first challenger enter and sign in, please? Bruce Harris. Where are you from?
I'm from New York City.
Okay. Panel, Bruce Harris is responsible for a most unusual book. We will show the audience what his book is all about. And let's begin with Soupy Sales.
Thank you. Well, everybody sort of laughed,
Huh?
but they all laughed at Christopher Columbus.
When he said the world was wrong.
Wrong.
They all laughed when Edison invented something.
I don't know.
Soupy, back, Soupy.
Down, boy.
I don't know what's going on out there.
That's true. He's never been my patient. I disclaim him.
Bruce, this book that you've written, is it anything about insects and bugs?
No, it isn't.
One down and 9 to go, Joyce.
Bruce, would this tell anyone how to do something?
No, it doesn't.
2 down and 8 to go, Gene.
So we can assume it's not instructional in any way.
That's right.
Yes.
And can we assume it is a non-fiction book?
Yes, you can assume that. It is
It's a
non-fiction.
It's a non-fiction book.
Yes, it is.
All right. Is it a fact book? I mean, is it more than 400 pages?
No, it isn't.
No. 3 down and 7 to go, Arlene.
Is it factual about something?
Not really, no.
I would say no.
4 down, 6 to go, Soupy.
It's a non-book.
Would it help us if we look for other work? No. Would it help if we get in the vicinity of the subject?
Yes, that would be terrific.
Does it have anything? Is it have anything to do? Well, at the end of the week, you get a little punchy.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
Isn't that right, Judy? Punchy Judy. Anyway, is it anything about married or single life?
No, it isn't.
5 down and 5 to go, Joyce.
Does it have any cartoons in it?
It only has 1. I didn't see 1 cartoon in it.
No.
6 down and 4 to go, Gene.
Now, are there words in this book?
No, not
No,
really.
there
7 down and 3 to go, Arlene.
I said it was a non-book before. Is it a book with empty pages?
Yeah. That's what it is. It is about nothing, and it is called The Nothing Book. And Bruce Harris is publisher of Harmony Books and has come up with the idea of this book, The Nothing Book, want to make something of it. Why did you write a nothing book? Or at least publish a nothing book? Since
Well,
nobody wrote it.
It was really for people to do whatever they want to do in a book, and we think a book is a very nice form to keep records in, and it was kind of a gag at the beginning. Now, people are really using it.
How many pages in the book?
There are 192 pages.
192 pages.
That's right.
It's
You
from
can get
this that we get
several.
the expression, I got plenty of nothing.
It's just all blank page.
It's all blank pages.
I got plenty of nothing. Nothing's plenty for me.
How much is this book?
This is $3.
$3 for nothing?
That's right. You can't get nothing for nothing anymore.
Did it ever worry you that somebody's going to come out with one of these for $2?
I don't think they could, actually. The binding and the paper would cost that much, and to do a cover. And by the time you think of a book, an ordinary hardcover book, it costs about twice that with any type in it. So
Yeah,
it's
well, the
pretty-
royalties aren't too tough on this.
No,
That
they're not
helps
too
you out.
bad.
Can they make a picture?
You know, it
of
says here the possibilities of this book are endless. It's true. So you can write your own novel, compile a personal cookbook, draw pictures, make lists, keep records, collect autographs, write poetry, plan vacations, start a diary, a scrapbook, design clothes, invent needlework or knitting patterns, doodle, compose songs, jot down important dates, guest book. I mean, it really goes on forever. It's good.
Has any clerk in a bookstore gotten a punch in the mouth so far from someone who thought he was buying something else?
Now, we have an aggressive
Well,
subtitle.
let me ask you this, Bruce. How are the reviews?
The reviews are terrific.
Let me read you some things on the back fly of this thing. It says, this is gonna kill you, fellas. It says, thou hast seen nothing yet. Cervantes. Nothing can be created out of nothing. Lucretius. Nothing begins and nothing ends. Francis Thompson. I got plenty of nothing. George Gershwin.
Yep.
And the last one is, you ain't seen nothing yet, Al Jolson. It's really terrific. Congratulations, it's wonderful. I'm going to steal it. Good luck. We'll be back with more of What's My Line after this message. Chad, you know, George Gershwin wrote the music for I Got Plenty of Nothing, but Ira wrote the words.
Right.
Would our next challenger enter and sign in, please? Timothy Marr. Where are you from, sir?
I'm from Silver Spring, Maryland.
Okay, panel, Dr. Timothy Marr is an exponent of a rather unusual way of analyzing character and personality. We'll show the audience how he does it. And we'll begin the game with Dr. Joyce Brothers.
Dr. Marr, do you use any part of the person's body to analyze them?
Yes?
Is this portion of the body near the head?
What is it?
Near the head, yes?
Yes.
Do you feel the bumps and configurations on the head?
In a way, yes.
Well, but in terms of what she's asking in another area, we'd have to say no
I
to
see.
that.
Oh,
just
I
to sort of-
see.
1 down and 9 to go, Gene.
So he's not a phrenologist.
That is correct.
No, sir.
All right. And do you work below the head?
No, sir.
2 down and 8 to go, Arlene. You are assuming that the head ends here, I see.
Right.
Yes. Arlene?
The head does end there, doesn't it?
Yes.
Right about there. That's where it ends, right there.
Well, there are those who might contend that the head actually ends here where the cranium with the suborbital ridge is.
The cranium of the suborbital ridge. Oh, that's very interesting. Do you read something in the structure or the shape or the lines of the face?
Yes.
That's it, folks. That's the whole story. He reads the face. Dr. Timothy Marr is a retired diplomat and author of Face Reading, The Chinese Art of Physiognomy, published by Dodd Mead and Company, and this is the book, so you will recognize it by the cover. I had never heard of that before. What can you read in the face, Dr. Marr?
Well,
We have a chart.
we have a chart here.
I can tell that man's got measles.
They are not measles, but they are numbers. Each number indicates the age of a person. There are 100 of them.
Now, what can you tell about the face?
Well, we follow a set of basic principles, that which I call it the balance and the proportion
Of the whole face?
of the whole face.
Now, what can you
And
tell from the eyes, for example, there? Like, those eyes have numbers on them. What do they mean?
Well, I mean, for instance, two eyes, he's 37, 38. In those years, what might happen to a person?
And you can see it in the eyes?
Yes, because we have to evaluate the values, evaluate, you know, how good they are or how bad they are.
But now, when it comes to qualities like patience or impatience or avarice or greed or neatness or things
Yeah,
like
we
that...
can see that as a whole on the face.
But
Those
now,
as
what
a
are you going to read in
character.
the eyes? What would you read in the eyes?
What do I read in the eyes? That is probably the power of a person. Usually a person who will occupy highly placed positions.
Now, we have... you can just read any face like this pretty much, huh, and tell us what it is?
Almost, yes.
Well, we have a picture of a face here, which we think is relatively unique. Well, and not really. I mean, it's like almost any other face you'd ever see. And could you just read that face and tell us...
That's a difficult face. But I will try.
Okay. What? He's going to try.
That's the gentleman, Soupy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Marr, where is the line that shows he tells bad jokes?
Well, let me go ahead with what I want to say. Soupy, would you mind just lift a little bit there so I can see your forehead? Just a little bit. Fine, thank you.
Take it off, Soupy.
Thank you. That's good enough. Well, I would say you have come from a relatively well-to-do family to start with. And just about at the age before you go to school, I would say some kind of terrible crisis happened to your family. I would think to your father.
Yes.
Is that right?
Good.
Is that right?
Yeah, before I went to school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About that time, I wouldn't say. I couldn't place the exact year.
Now, where else?
You are very talented, resourceful, patient, and also impatient. And you are very innovative.
Thank you.
You work very hard. But your career did not come, shall I say, crystallized until you're 27 or 28.
That's right. That happened when I was in Detroit.
Well, and in your 37 or 38, great opportunities came along.
You said when I was 37?
37, 38.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Great opportunities came along.
And he blew them all.
And you made a, your fame and money are made between 41 and 47, 48, I would say. But
Don't make him any older. He's getting very nervous.
That's right. Stop. Yeah.
Your greater career will come, will await you. I assume you are not 51 yet.
No.
Your greater career and fame will come in your 50s.
From your mouth to God's ear, Doctor.
And that's the time you can keep your money.
Thank you.
Well, we wondered when it was going to be, and now we know.
That's it.
Dr. Sorry.
Just one more word. Your winning personality, I would call it the extrovert personality. It works like a magnet in the way, you know, it attracts beautiful women. If I were in your place, I wouldn't gamble in any shape or any form in the next 2 years.
Don't, you say?
Don't.
No
Don't
gambling?
gamble.
Do
Don't.
not gamble. And I suppose that has something to do with beautiful women.
Yeah.
And as a whole, I see your face would indicate that you're going to live a very long, happy life.
Thank you.
Doctor, thank you for being with us on What's Going On. That's really fascinating. Back, it's time now for the special feature of What's My Line, the appearance of our mystery guest. Soupy's trying to get it around him.
Get it up there. Get it up there.
It won't work. Okay.
right.
Are they all in place, panel?
Yeah,
Then would
well,
our mystery guest enter and sign in, please? Okay, panel, we go one question at a time. Fate's law prevails. You have 2 minutes, and let's begin with Gene Rayburn.
Yes, thank you. Now, mystery guest, are you best known because of your connection with the world of entertainment?
Yes.
Arlene?
Are you musically inclined?
No.
Soupy?
Would your fame come from your work as a dramatic actress?
Yes.
Joyce?
Are you in a television series at present time?
No.
Gene?
Are you appearing on Broadway now?
No.
Arlene?
I know the voice, I'm sure, but I'm going to let it go around. Are you, did you do a play in New York that you then continued to go on tour with a year or so ago?
Yes.
Soupy?
Well, Arlene knows. Then I will pass to Arlene.
Joyce?
Oh.
You want me to pass?
No, just see if he can guess it.
Okay, all right.
So Arlene could be wrong, too, you know.
Sure, I'm not taking any chances.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that, Arlene. You could be wrong.
I keep telling you.
Destroyed my whole thing. Okay, mystery guest. Are you seen on talk shows?
Yes.
Joyce?
I'd have to pass. I don't know.
Gene?
Now, you're not appearing on Broadway now, but you just finished a tour recently in the national company of a play, is that correct?
No.
No.
Oh. Arlene?
Are you recognized as one of the best actresses in the American theater?
Yes.
By my mother.
Who is that, Arlene?
Maureen
It's
Stapleton.
Maureen Stapleton.
I don't always talk like that. I don't understand. I don't sound like that, do I?
You cannot disguise that hush thing in your voice.
No, I don't
You
talk.
were trying?
I don't sound. Yeah, I practiced and everything.
You know what Maureen is getting? This is unbelievable. You
No.
remember we had the guy on about 2 weeks ago, the man who wrote the book about fear of flying and how you don't have to be afraid of flying? She's tell him, folks.
He doesn't have to be afraid of flying. I'm afraid of flying. Well, I did a television show, and I have to go back for 1 day's retake. And they called, and I thought they were kidding. They said, you got to come back for 1 day, because I don't fly, and it's 3 days and 3 nights on the train. So they said, no, we're not kidding. You got to come out. So I go Saturday. I get there Tuesday. I shoot Thursday, and I can only get a train back Saturday. So it's 3 days, 3 nights, 1 day shooting, 3 days, 3 nights and back, which is what you pay for being a nut.
For 1 day shooting.
1 day.
Did you read the book?
No, I don't want to get better.
You don't want to get better?
She's not going up.
I ain't going.
Listen, I read somewhere that your daughter is now in the show business.
No, she was. She made a movie called Summer of '42 when she was 15, and she retired after that.
She's
That was
a
a great
sensible
movie.
woman.
Yeah, she was very good.
Now, what is your son doing? Does he get up? Did he get up yet?
He he graduated from college this summer, beginning, and he's got a job as a night watchman in a hotel, and my daughter has a job as a cocktail waitress in Lake George.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Listen, you're about the only person I know of, that maybe Henry Fonda, who did something on Broadway and was wildly successful in it, and then went on to do the same part in the movies.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, it was you.
Mm-mm.
Didn't you?
No, sir.
You did part of it, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I did a third of it.
You did a third of it.
Yeah.
Is that fun to do, to go on? Do they tell you, no, don't do it the way you did it?
No, but you have to bring it down a bit. I mean, sometimes, you know, when you're used to screaming, like, and then it's the director's job to, well, we did Plaza Suite, and it was 3 one-act plays, and then the movie, Walter Matthau played the same man, and there were 3 different ladies. And after you've done it on the stage for a while, you tend to
Go for broke.
it's bigger, and it's too big for
have
the
to bring it
cameras.
down.
So and the director would say, if you shake your head like that, you look crazy. You don't look disturbed. You look absolutely nuts.
Did you like yourself in it when you saw it?
Oh, you never like yourself.
Did you like yourself in it when you saw it on the stage?
I never saw it.
There's a terrible story about a guy that got really loaded. It's a true story. He really got loaded, and he went with a friend of his to the theater where he was playing. And they sat all through the first part, and he said, wait, it's coming now. It's coming now.
You mean it was supposed to be
coming
him?
out. And he got to the end, he said, this is where I come in. Oh, well, we'll be back in a little while. Thank you for being with us,
Thank you,
Maureen.
guys.
Come back. Good luck. Thank you, guys. We'll be back with more of What's My Line after this message. True story. Panel, you were terrific this week.
Yes, we were.
Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you. Goodbye.
Ted Cruz speaking for What's My Line. A Mark Wilson, Bill Thompson production. This Francis Downs by Martin Teller. This program is recorded